You want to ask her something?
Are you having fun at the expo?
Well, I hope so. Yeah. It's a subjective thing, but anyway, you want to ask something? Yeah. Can you come? Cindy Randall from Hampton Roads.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, what was your name?
Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi. I was wondering, what is the most striking thing, you know, where you really knew that that this was happening, and did you already believe in reincarnation?
Yes, and you know what? I was raised with, like, I wouldn't say I was raised not to believe in religion or anything. My parents were all Scottish, and my dad came over, he was a police officer, and we just went through our lives, and we didn't talk about God or not talk about God. Like, it wasn't like we were pushed with like any kind of religious notion. Like, ever since I was a teen or something, I just assumed the reincarnation. I don't think I even knew what it was. And then maybe through being friends, as you're getting a little bit older, like 17, 18, or maybe you're getting more exposure to people who are older or something, that you might hear about that topic and you think, yeah, I really believe in that. What is it? Tell me more about that. But I was never really linked two and two together. Like, I just assumed that I believe in reincarnation first, but didn't pursue the topic. I just believed in it. I just knew that something had to be out there, and that was really felt right to me. But when the notion started coming about, I was really shocked. And I think you'll see this in the book. I really believed I was black in the past life, and I was going for that film because I'm a singer, and
You thought you were black?
yeah,
Oh.
because before the kept coming forward, and I think that's because ever since I was about 4 or 5, I wanted to sing, and my singing style, my singing choices were all R&B. So I just linked myself to black, and I just wanted to be black.
What was the turning point, though, when you knew you? What was the turning point when you knew you were definitely Marilyn? I mean, had you read any books and you?
No, I didn't even know who she was when I had these things that.
Oh, really?
No, because I think that, I don't know if anybody's from Canada down there or whatever, she's not popular here. It's like, it's no Hollywood street, there's nothing with Marilyn on it, there's nothing, you don't walk into a store and see postcards of Marilyn, it just isn't a thing. It isn't everywhere, and only recently, I'd say in the last 10 years or so, you could go to a fashion store and buy jeans, and then you'd see like a Marilyn. That's fairly new around here.
But what did you see in your, you know, in your nightmares or your regression where you just knew that you were Marilyn? You know, where you just had it was irrefutable to you.
Can you repeat the first part of the question?
Yeah,
It's cutting out.
I'm sorry. What was the thing that happened to you when you either regressed or when you had nightmares about it that you knew irrefutable that you were definitely Marilyn? Like, what was the thing that you just knew and there was no going back or something?
I spent a great deal of time knowing it before I met Adrian, and I actually had contacted him, and he was far away from me at the time, so I thought if I would contact anybody, they would be able to I thought it would show up somewhere in Toronto, someone else, right? But when it showed him being in California, and he was really the only one on the internet that was like up to the front of the top of the list, I assumed that he would give me someone in Canada to contact. And what I wanted was an erase. I wanted it taken away because I felt it not only detrimental to my health and an interference, but it physically and mentally, emotionally, I knew I didn't want to go there. It's something I wanted to avoid at all costs. Just get rid of it. I'm not living like this. This is not right. I'm enjoying my life as who I am. But when it started with flashbacks, like, I literally would see that face in the mirror when I would just glance. I would be minding my own business. I never thought of her. I never cared about her. And I would just go to put my lipstick on or something, and
mean you would see her in the mirror, or you would look at yourself in the mirror and see her? You.
It's Marilyn Monroe. And I would be like, the first time it happened, it's funny, the first few times it happened, it was like for sure. I accepted it 100%. But as time went on, I became more and more doubtful. And this would Chris, leave me alone. This can't be happening. And so that's when the doubts start creeping in. And then when the doubts start creeping in, that's when all of these flashbacks more powerful come in. So now you're sort of back and forth, back and forth. You're almost going crazy, and that's when you start having to do the research because you're thinking, well, I need an answer one minute. You can put it down to saying, expecting a boyfriend or girlfriend. You know that you just have to find out, like, just so you can go on to the next stage and have closure. Like, later on, as I started getting into my 20s, I said, I just want to know, just so I can feel that's wrong with it. But the first time it started coming around, and even when I was saying it, I think it's in the book too, that I was in Jamaica and I felt like I'd been there before. And I guess, again, I assumed it was because I was black, right? And I was looking in the mirror and I was like, I know, I can force my face to come forward. And I know I'm black and I'm a big black singer. And, you know, I thought the more I would get in touch with the black side of me, the better I would sing. And
Well, that's probably true.
And what happened is, there she came. I really was very distraught about it. I was more annoyed.
So do you think as life goes on, you'll be like Marilyn would have been when she was, past 40?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was getting worse. Health-wise, I was getting mentally. I was going down the exact same path. And I'm not so far away from that person now. And if I hadn't met the doctor, there's a good chance I wouldn't be here right now.
Well, we're glad that you got some help.
Thank you.
Well, good luck to you. I hope I get to meet you someday.
Thank you too, Cynthia.
All right, it's a great story. It's a thank you for sharing it.
Thank you.
Sherry? I think that the most daunting questions in people's minds, from what I researched and I found out, are two things. Your relationship with the Kennedy brothers, and also the cause of your demise in the previous life as Marilyn. Can you say a few words? I don't want you to get upset if you feel you cannot talk about that. It's fine.
Well, the way I feel, I remember it, and again, same with the Marilyn. The Kennedys weren't so popular in Canada, and so you barely heard about them unless you moved to JFK.